Alright, so you already know Dreambone's president in the building. This is my little studio I got here, my production studio. You see I got the Model D, hydrasynth, JDXA. This is my baby right here, I ain't gonna hold you. Analog, digital, hybrid synthesizer. A lot of people don't got something like this. My MPC 1 Plus. This right here, this is my secret weapon, the RS7000. You know, it's a Voodoo box, old school Voodoo box, like an old MPC, but it got a lot of good sounds on it. That's good for boom bap and the old type of style beats I like to make sometimes. So we gonna see right now what I could do to make this shit happen. See, is this machine still worth? Can it still get the sounds that we need out? You know what I'm saying? To make beats like Griselda, Alchemist, what's my guy name? Conductor. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can do. So I got this sample I found here. And I'm about to chop the sample up. I'm using FL Studios as my recording, to record everything, to capture everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chop everything up and use the MIDI keyboard to chop everything up. Use MPC to play everything. I'm gonna use some drums from the MPC, laying them top of the RS7000 drums. So let's see. So I got the BPM is 86. I got this sample. Let's make this happen. Let's see how that sounds. So the sample stopped a little short. Fix the shortness of the sample. Sample stopped a little short. I'm using Momentum. For those who don't know, Momentum is like a Serato, but this is my little secret weapon I like to use. I like to use a little different. I don't like using what anybody else uses if I can. If I have to, you already know. Serato's dope. Not gonna knock it. I don't got Serato though. I got Momentum. So you got the sample sound. You got the chop sound. So I got this drum pattern right here. Let's see what we can do here. This drum pattern I made a little earlier. I make my drum patterns. I just be like saving these shits. It's a good way to do. A lot of these drum patterns, my bottom layer for my drum patterns comes from UVI. So let's see. This is my. Dope, right? But that's not what I want to use. What I want to do is, so I got a drum pattern on this, on my MPC right here, that I like to use a lot of times too. Let's see if I can find it. Let's erase this program, add a new track, browse. This drum kit I have, I actually made sampling things from UVI and some samples I made from the MPC. So this is my MPC drum kit. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the MIDI from my software drum kit and I'm going to drag it into my MPC. Now let's see how this sounds solo. See? So sounds alright as opposed to this. Yeah. Now if I mix these, mix these up. Learn your DAW, folks. I'm telling you. You'll love it. So now, you hear that sound? Lay that. Okay, now here's the next part. Like I said, I want to get my RS7000. If I'm not mistaken, it should be 8. So it's 7. Okay. So, I don't know if I said this before, all my synths, except for my MPC. My MPC goes into my audio interface, so I don't gotta get over here and use it. I could always use my MPC even without turning on FL Studios, right? It goes to my first 2 inputs and my Focusrite. But all my other synths go into my mixer, my Mackie mixer. You can't see it off screen, which feed into my multi-track controller at the bottom, and that through the digital out is going into my audio interface. So I gotta choose. I'm using SPDIF connection. SPDIF, always love SPDIF. Right? And let's see what the problem is. Oh yes. Another thing, I'm also using the RS7000 actually going into my MPC, so I sample a lot of times. I'm not going to sample my RS7000 this time, but a lot of times I sample on my MPC, so that's why I'm not hearing anything at the moment. As you can see, you hear it now, right? That's the RS7000. I want to find a drum kit on here. Can't remember my favorite drum kits on here. I think it might be House. Oops, I'm bugging. This is an old school machine if I ever saw one. I'm telling you. But it got a lot of dope shit, so don't sleep on it. Do not sleep on this machine. A lot of times, I'm telling you, if you are a producer and you got some old equipment, you know it's a very good thing to have. One, you never know. A lot of old equipment, depending on what you're trying to do, has, you know, those sounds that you need. Not gonna lie at all. So let's see. So these are the drums from the MPC. Okay, these are the drums from the RS7000. See, you got a little oomph to it, a little different oomph to it. You layer all 3 of these, this is what you get. Layer all these sounds. Hear that? This is just the RS7000 and the software drums from UVI. Always a good combination. So right now, it's like the software drums and the UVI and the RS7000 drums. So UVI drums and RS7000 drums are mainly on top. MPC drums are kind of underneath. Not sure if you can hear me, but like I said, MPC drums are underneath, and the UVI and RS7000 drums are on top. I like the way that sound. Okay, so now we just gotta make some more chops. This is why I like these sample beats, because to me sample beats kind of easy. Once you find the sample, you kind of in there. Feel me? Kind of in there. You ain't gotta do too much after that. You find the sample. You know what I like to do? I lower the pitch, filter. Just something calm with it. So let's see. Let's mute the first one. Found the sample. So you just gotta find some chops. Find the sequence. I feel like that's dope. Make it happen. Capping. Summertime coming. It's a little hot in here. See my dog, Funko dog, Dreambones president.